Good morning, children. This is Saibal speaking. Children, we have been dealing with the chapter 11, that's about mensuration, which is popularly known as perimeter and area. So far, we have completed till the exercise 11.3, and we have understood almost every process of calculating the perimeter and area of rectangular fields. Some examples were given about squared field as well, some of our circular shapes as well. So we have done all these various types of shapes which we have solved in the previous exercise 11.3. So children, here in this video we are going to understand some basic calculations on same perimeter and area of some will be of a rectangular garden, some will be of a squared garden. So let us understand the first question of exercise 11.4. Exercise 11.4, question number 1. Children, why question number 1 is so important? Why am I starting from question number 1? Because the questions which are given in the given in this exercise as question number 2, 3, 4, these are absolutely similar. The process we will be solving question number 1. Likewise, we have to solve question number 2, 3, and 4. So let's understand question number 1 first. There is a garden is 90-meter long and 75-meter broad. So let me draw one garden, which is a rectangular garden. It's not mentioned anywhere, it's a rectangular, but seeing the measures of the garden or the dimensions of the garden, it's quite understandable that it's a rectangular garden. So the length is 90 meter, and breadth is 75 meter. Okay, length is 90 and breadth is 75. A path 5 meter wide is to be built outside. Around it, find the area of the path. Now children, as we can see that there is a path built around the garden. The width of that path is 5 meter. It's 5 meter width wider by all its dimensions, by its length, by its breadth. So, and width of the path is 5 meter. Width of the path is 5 meter. So now the question is, what will be the area of the path, and also to find the area of the garden in hectare. So that is the later on part we will be dealing with. So now our very first job is what? To calculate the area of the path. Children, if you look very if you look very closely to this diagram which I have drawn right now, there are two rectangles can be seen. One is a smaller rectangle having dimensions 90 and 75, length and breadth are 90 and 75, and another rectangle which is larger than it, or an outer rectangle, which dimensions we don't know, the dimensions which we don't know. So children, if I calculate the area of this small rectangle, and again if I find the area of this bigger rectangle, and if I subtract the area of the smaller rectangle from the area of the bigger rectangle, that is only the area of the path, because the outer rectangle or the bigger rectangle includes the area of the path as well as the area of the small rectangle. I repeat, the area of this bigger rectangle includes the area of the smaller rectangle as well as the area of the path. So if I subtract the area of this smaller rectangle from the area of this bigger rectangle, I can easily find out the area of the path. Okay, so we calculate the area of the smaller rectangle, the inside one. Okay, the length of the small rectangle, or the rectangle excluding the path, means we are not including the path's area. We are just only finding the area of this smaller rectangle. So the length of the rectangle excluding the path is equal to 90 meter. Then the breadth of the rectangle excluding the path is equal to, it was 75 meter, 75 meter. Therefore, area is equal to length into breadth, that we know very well right from the very beginning. It's 90 into 75. Let's see how much comes. 6750 meters square. This is the area of this smaller rectangle over here. This smaller rectangle's area, which I've already calculated, that is 6750 meters square. Now children, we need to find the area of this bigger rectangle, but in order to find this area, we need to know the measure of both the dimensions, length and breadth. Children, if this much is 90, so what will be the length of this bigger rectangle? 90 plus 5, because the width of the road will be included in this case. So length will be 90 plus 5 plus 5. Why am I adding 5 plus 5? The width of the road. The width of the road is 5 centimeter extended from every dimensions. So by the dimensions of length, 5 meter over here, 5 meter from over here. So the length will be the length of the rectangle including the path. The statement I need to write: rectangle including the path. Including the path is equal to 90 plus 5 plus 5. This calculation needs to be shown. Keep in mind, this calculation needs to be shown from where you are getting this 5 plus 5. I mean, how you are getting 100. 90 plus 5 plus 5 is 100. How you are getting 100, that's to be shown. So length is 100 meter. The same statement I want to use for the breadth of this same garden. Breadth of the same rectangle will be 75 plus 5 plus 5. As I told that 5 meter and 5 meter is extended by all dimensions. So 75 plus 5 plus 5 will be resulting. 75 plus 5 is 80 plus 5 is 85. 85 meter. Now we can simply get the area of this rectangle now. Area is equal to is 100 into 85, because length into breadth results the area of rectangle is 8500 meters squared. So this is what I got right now. That is area of this rectangle. Now, therefore, the area of the path, as I told earlier, area of the path to be calculated. Area of the path to be calculated by simply subtracting the area of this bigger rectangle, which is 8500, subtracted by area of the rectangle excluding the path, that is 6750. Let's we calculate 0, 5, 7, and here is 1. 1750 meters square. This is the area of the path which I've got by subtracting the area of the rectangle excluding the path from the area of the rectangle including the path. Just by doing simple subtraction, we can get the area of the rectangle. Area of the path that can be calculated. So now the question is, one more part of the question is given that also find the area of the smaller rectangle, area of the only the garden. Area of the only the garden to be calculated in hectare. So as we all know that children, 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meters square. 1 hectare area is equal to 10,000 meters square. So naturally 6750 meters square is equal to 6750 divided by 10,000. Just by dividing by 10,000, we can simply get the area in hectare. So it would come up with 0.675 hectare. We have just divided by 10,000 just in order to bring the answer in hectare, which was 6750 meters square. I believe my explanation is very clear. So children, we need to do this in that way. And please draw the diagram, draw the figure, that is compulsory. And the answers should be written, the statements should be used in the solution, and you can use white copy for doing these sums and positively submit your work in the Google Classroom. Till then, Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day.